What's been some of the hardest times for you? I imagine the pandemic must have been quite hard to navigate.
The pandemic, it was initially was hard, the uncertainty, not knowing whether we'd be able to keep trading because of, in effect, cash flow. The hardest incident in the last few years that we've had is a cyber attack from a Russian outfit. That affected us heavily.
Wow, a cyber attack. How do you even find out that you've been cyber attacked?
You turn on your computers and there's nothing there, and then you get a message saying that you're you, that you've been hacked. In effect, all your data has been encrypted, and then you get the solution finders to come in and find to tell you what's happening, and then you learn what's progressing, and it has an operational impact, it has an emotional impact, it has psychological impact. Some people are still affected by it. Yeah, horrible. And then you get ransoms, and whether you pay ransom or don't pay ransoms, and if you do, whether you pay it by cryptocurrency so it can't be traced, and it's a whole industry. Then you're speaking to the regulators because at a certain point you are deemed to be in breach of data GDPR. But whilst you've been hacked, the fact
Yeah.
that your data has been stolen, that you could be at fault. So the regulator is knocking on your door, and then you find the regulators and the channel lines haven't got the experience of these events. So they're asking you, and you're trying to ask them. So it's hard work, but I think that was the worst thing that's happened to us in recent years.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry, man. I mean, GDPR doesn't seem like such a big deal when all your systems have suddenly
Mm.
collapsed.
No, it's the last thing in the world that you think you're going to be prosecuted for a breach of data.
Wow. And obviously, how long did that take you to resolve that? That must have been, I mean, you'd have to work very quickly, but you don't even know what's going on at this point.
No, and everything, in effect, nothing is electronic. Everything is now manual. So, and your recovery and those are the people around you of how you're treated. We didn't stop trading, which was something to be said for the staff involved. 18 months down the line, still there's still effects.
Damn, wow. And look, I know you are of the generation that doesn't quite, use the technology yourself. I mean, you do. I mean, that's a lie. Is it? You definitely use the technology. You just might be a little bit slower to tap on your phone. So who was the secret the secret weapon to channel Seaways upon this cyber attack? Who really helped you out?
We had Anthony in IT was good. Our what's the name? Our IT support people, were good. Valley Computers. We had insurance. There was a whole team that it was like something out of the films. We had not webinars. We had Teams conversations. Multiple people on the screen. Some in Amsterdam, some in London, some all over the place. Some in Australia. There was a big team effort, and we
Wow.
had daily catch ups. And then I'm trying to think of the name of the outfit that did hack us. They were well known. That we were told almost as if it was a good thing they were in the top 10. So at least it wasn't some 14-year-old in his bedroom. It was a professional outfit.